Hello bike farmers, thanks for clicking in. This is a bike check video, but we're gonna tear it apart too. This is a bike I built myself. I really wanted just a super lightweight, fast road bike. I don't know why, but that's what I did. This is extra light Kaisei tubing. The tubing is way too skinny and light and thin-walled. Kind of a terrible idea. I'm a little too heavy, a little too tall probably for tubing like this. I really wanted it to work. It's got electronic shifting, SRAM, axis, ETAP, 12-speed force, which is fantastic by the way. But I find it kind of boring. As you've seen in other videos, I had my custom Ellis built with True Temper S3 tubes, which are just as light but way stiffer. It supports my weight. It's a much better riding bike. So I'm retiring this frame. This was a project in my life. Third frame I ever built, but the first real bike. I mean, I rode this thing up to the top of Mount Evans, over Teton Pass. But it's destined to be a wall hanger. The parts have a lot of value. We've got a bike swap coming up. So I'm gonna give you a quick tour of everything on this bike, talk a little bit about how I built it, why I built it, what the cool parts are, that kind of thing. And then we'll throw it up in the repair stand and take it all apart. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. I guess the first thing to mention is the drivetrain here. This is the SRAM Force Axis 12-speed. It's electronic, wireless. I love this stuff. It works so well. You can hold the button down, it'll shift all the way up like that. Hold the button down, it'll shift all the way down. You can program it. You know, if you're into techie stuff and gadgets and whatever, these are amazing drivetrains. I know a lot of people like Di2. I don't know why you'd choose Di2 over this. It just makes a whole lot more sense to me. I like the wireless, it's simple. I don't even have cable stops raised onto this bike. Real minimalist, it's the simplest thing I can think of. I always ride SPD pedals on all my bikes so I can walk around convenience stores in somewhat normal shoes. I found these at the flea market. I found 2 pairs of new old stock XT pedals. Yeah, these are great pedals. These are Velocity Race wheels, Supreme CX Race spokes, 24 hole, very lightweight, SRAM XD driver, made in America. I love Velocity wheels. Yeah, I like metal wheels as well. So I originally built the bike for 700C by 28. I learned that 32 will barely fit. I had these Grand Prix 5000, 32 millimeters. These brakes allow for 32s, although the tire clearance is pretty slim on the bike, so I should probably have 28s on it. This is warts and all, folks. A few of the frame features. Here's the rear dropouts, and they look fancier than they are. These socket rear dropouts have a really nice finished fancy look, but I did that just because I struggle to cut miters, and this you could just lob off the end and hide all the ugliness inside a lug, and all you had to do was silver braze it. So it was really easy, really functional. Pretty cool. Looks good. Adam at NYF Paint painted it this amazing root beer color that actually in this light looks cool. This is what it looks like in the sunlight. Fastback seat stays. These are just Longshan lugs, nothing fancy. If you look at my Ellis, they connect back here. And Dave had a really smart reason for that, and I can't remember what it was. I just kind of built up fillets around here to hide how poorly those miters fit. I just really struggle with these complex angles. Hard to get the miters right. I have mad respect for any frame builder that can finish stuff and not have it be all wavy and gross. Mine's wavy and gross. I also think I have the seat tube in upside down. So it's butted thicker here than on the bottom. I think it's in upside down because that seat post doesn't really fit in there. If you're gonna dabble in frame building, allow yourself to make some stupid mistakes like that. But still, I rode this bike up the highest paved road in North America. 1-inch King headset. I don't remember the details on this fork crown, but a nice little paint detail from Adam. I think that fork is pretty sexy. So a really good question to ask is, why go custom? I could just go buy any 58, 59 centimeter bike and it would be fine for me. I can make it work. But find me an ultralight steel bike that has 3 water bottle cages. you don't. So I built it with that because I do endurance cycling and sometimes don't have services for a while, and I've run out of water and it's super uncomfortable. So I always keep an extra water bottle underneath just in case. And I built this bike up right before 2020. So it came into play all the time during the pandemic when all the water fountains everywhere were closed, and we weren't even supposed to go into convenience stores, right? So I just would bring 3 bottles with. Yeah, I built this in the winter of 2019, I believe. Again, Velocity Race front wheel. Paul Reardon at Blue Steel Bikes helped me build this fork. I don't remember what they're called, these Ritchie bars. I always forget about how much I love them. And that's about it for this bike. There's my first Drumlin logo. So there it is. That's the bike. And let's start taking it apart. Get this bag off of here. My little flat kit. Here's the light bracket. Make quick work of that. Pop the seat off. The saddle. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Is it a seat or is it a saddle? There we go. This cable's all frayed here. Pulling that frayed cable through all that housing, and you're just asking for trouble. What kind of hack mechanic did that? Die! Gross. It's in there really tight. There we go. Probably should have done this on the bike. I should probably be just unwrapping these bars. Yeah, because I'm gonna have to anyway. Tight fit. These are the Pirelli Smart Tubes. There we go. That frame has been unbiked. See what it weighs. 4 pounds, 6 ounces. 2 kgs. All right, we got this frame up here and the deer hooves. It's a Trek mountain bike prototype. We believe that this turned into a Trek 850. So this is probably like 1982 or something, true temper tubing. Anyway, it's Bob's. You guys know Bob by now. Up we go with the drumlin. Onto the hooves. Proudly displayed. Not much to show at the end of this one. I didn't build a bike, I unbuilt a bike. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the parts yet. I thought it would make a fun video. It's something I wanted to do for a while. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want more Bike Farmer than what's on YouTube, go find me over on Patreon. That's where you can ask questions, read answers to other questions. If you like this content, let me know in the comments. I always forget to mention the super thanks. Those help the most. That's the heart button with the $ in the middle of it. Of course, you can support the channel free for nothing by liking this video, sharing it, subscribing, and don't forget the notification bell so you and your bike can stay tuned.